I was listening to, for the past couple of days, I have been listening to UFO stuff, which is new for me. I'm usually listening to spiritual stuff. And there's this place where the spirituality community and the UFO community intersect. And that is this idea that by 2027, we're going to have disclosure. But, and I've heard this before, because I do like, weird things. So it's not that I don't pay attention to UFO stuff. It's just there's certain topics that don't, certain parts of the topic that don't really interest me, like the idea of what the government is doing or whatever. Doesn't bug me, whatever, who cares? They tell us or don't tell us, whatever. But our response to it is really something that is needs to have a look-see. So in the UFO community and the spiritual community, it seems to me that there's this idea that by the time we get disclosure, 2027, we make these jokes, and I hear these jokes often, like, you're scrolling along and people are like, yes, aliens, come and take me away, ha ha ha, like, I don't have to pay taxes anymore, you mean I don't have to slave away at a job that's miserable for the rest of my life, and come save me, why don't you come sooner, the problem is that is such a wrong way to look at it. Instead of thinking like these, making all these jokes saying, hey, they're coming to save us by 2027, we're going to get disclosure, whether or not that happens or not, it's just, whatever. But instead think about it this way, because in my mind, we have to be this self-rescuing princess, right? We have to save ourselves. So if we want disclosure by 2027, this is how I would choose to look at it instead. Like, you are asking, there's a deadline, 2027. And if you want to grow up and have a seat at the big kids table, meaning like a galactic federation or some kind of interplanetary alliance, right? Then you have to be evolved. You have to put away your toys and grow up, right? So this whole time we have, and it gets me all the time. I see these so-called leaders acting, and I know, calling someone a child or petulant or whatever, it has psychological connotations about whatever. But the problem is that they're literally acting immature in their maturity. I have seen people in Congress fighting each other with other congressmen standing in between, like they're trying to break up like a school fight. Like, that is not, it's like reality TV, only our government. We are not adults, and I have literally heard people discuss how and why then this generation, millennials, Gen Z, millennials especially, I think, but the people in Congress, they're boomers. Like, we're not adults. We're really genuinely, we are, I don't feel like an adult. Like, I still feel like I don't know what the hell is going on, right? So I think the idea is that for the next couple of years, we have the opportunity, the chance, we get to participate in actually growing up and changing this reality into something that is worthy of a galactic federation or some kind of interplanetary, alliance, right? We get to do that. So that means you and I, all of us, get to participate. We are able to take humanity to the next level, right? Think about it that way. I'm not saying it is or isn't going to happen. I'm just saying that instead of thinking, come and save me because there's nothing that we can do, because I don't know what to do. I do know what to do. So I lied. I do know what to do, but I don't know how to get people to recognize what to do. So, and that's a different video. But the point is that we have the opportunity to take the onus onto ourselves to do the necessary changes that we have to do to become the adult version, the grown-ups that we are supposed to be able to evolve the way that we are meant to evolve, the way that we should have evolved a long time ago. And we have had all of these things holding us back. And I can list those things if you really want me to, but I'm trying to keep politics out of it, and that has a lot to do with it. A lot of the ways that we live in society are to benefit not very many people, and it shows. And there's a lot of childish, immature emotions connected to that. I want, gimme, 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 me. So instead, if we're going to have our neighbors, our galactic neighbors, recognize us, whether, like, so that you can have a vacation in a different, like, in a different galaxy eventually someday, who knows? I'm just saying, if you want to participate, or even have an inkling of a dream of participating in something awesome like that, then you can't act like you are you know what I'm saying? Like there are the beings who live on this planet right now, animals who live on this planet right now, who just, they don't have a care in the world really, except for don't get eaten. They find your next meal, eat, sleep, make some babies, and that's it. And we don't expect those animals to live the way humans do. That would be irresponsible. So in that same vein, intergalactic beings are going to look at humans and say, are they ready now, or are they? Do you think that they're prepared? And if we aren't prepared, then we're not going to get the invitation. So if there's a deadline for 2027, it means we have not very long left to get ready. So all of this people saying, get ready, get ready, get ready. Yeah, we need to get ready. We need to grow up. We need to change this world into something that you're proud of instead of something you're trying to escape. Just saying, just a different way to look at it.